Hello everyone. I'm bringing you this video to kind of let you know what to expect from it in the off season now that racing season's over in the karting. I think there's one, maybe two races left that I won't be making. I know there's some indoor stuff that goes on during the off season. I probably won't get much of that in. I'd like to, but it all depends on how the availability of myself at the time of the events, because my normal job requires me to work different hours, normally weekends, so anything that's on a weekend kind of null and voids me right now. But we did have the last three good shows at Dreamfield. They were really good shows. We had the Guardrail Nationals, then we had the Dream at the Dream, and then this past weekend was the 212. If any of you have watched them videos, you watched Matt Chavez win the Guardrail Nationals and then turn around that same night, win the Clone Race. So he had a pretty good night that night. The Dream at the Dream was won by, Edwards. I really don't think he was on anybody's radar to win that race. I know I didn't really have him picked. There was a couple of guys that I was expecting that didn't have very good luck that night. So to see Edwards come out with a win, that was kind of surprising. There are a few drivers that I thought were gonna be up there and they fell like rocks in that race. I guess that's part of kart races, especially when you're running prep tires. You hope that you guessed right on the prepping, and some nights you do, some nights you don't. And then this past weekend we had the 212 weekend, which started out with it was a doubleheader Friday night with open. I don't think it was quite open. Well, it was once the night was over. We were actually done with normal racing by a little after 9. So the XBP's got some time to do some testing and tuning and stuff. I didn't really stay for that. I didn't get much video of that. I know guys were on their track until they were pretty much told they couldn't be on the track. Some of the fan favorites didn't fare so well in the race or even make the race. Blaine Klinger, he's the one that won, the kid that won the race. He pretty much dominated it. Once he got out in the lead, he didn't run away with it, but he maintained. And the couple of times that he did get challenged and it did get taken away from him, within a lap or two, he had it back. I will say he looked good. The kid can wheel a go-kart around. The racing was really good. There was a few drivers that I watched come from the back because they made pit stops. Watched them come from the back a couple of times. Will Eastman was one. I believe Cole Nelson was another one. I know Bond did it. He was in the pits once or twice and he come back up, and then at the end of the night, I guess he got DQ'd because his clutch guard, chain guard wasn't on, which you kind of know better, man. You know that. If any of you were there for that race or watched that race, the last 5-10 laps were very exciting. Racing incident at the end, I guess we'll call that. Yeah. And that's kind of how the race went. There wasn't a lot of beating and banging, which was kind of impressive for the simple fact it was the first year on treaded tires. It didn't seem like everybody was pushing and shoving. Everybody gave each other room, it looked like. There was some good 3-4 wide runs in the beginning. As far as anybody having anything major happen, I think there was a few that had brake problems. I know one, Evan O'Hara, he had brake problems. He came in the pits with no brakes at damn near track speed for a kid. And it took somebody literally jumping on the back of his cart to get the thing to stop. And there was no fix to that. It had wore out the line, and he was done for the night. And he was actually moving his way up through. I think he made it to 10th. I think I had him 10th when he left the track. Kevin Coons and his boy Hayden, for guys along with Klinger, the Walton guys, you guys don't show up every week down there. You come to play once in a blue moon. You guys are good. You guys are really good. It'd be nice to see you down there a little bit more. I understand that Klinger runs a great sportsman, and Hayden, he runs one too. But so it is what it is. But the nights that you guys don't have something going on, you know what? Grab your go-karts and come down and play with us. So now, as far as tracks go, yes, Dreamfield was the track I did, and that's because it's my home track. I know Brandon. I asked Brandon if he had any problems with what I wanted to do, and he told me to go for it. So it was kind of a test run, pilot, to see how all this was going to go. I'm rather impressed with how well it's gone over. I'm hoping maybe to be able to grow it more come next season, because if I can get enough subscriptions on my YouTube and I can get enough followers on my Facebook, I can start doing live content when I'm at the track. Like all them cool pictures during the hot lap sessions that I was getting. I can actually do that stuff live. So please like, share, subscribe to the channel on on YouTube, and like, share, and follow my Facebook page, and look for the first video of driver interviews coming up during the off season. The first one that I hope to do will be with Alex Carmody, considering he was the first one that I did interview when I started this. So it's just fitting that he'd be the first one that I go and do an actual in-depth interview with. I plan on going out to his shop, sit down with him, and get to know him. Because I really only know Alex from the track, and I'm sure a lot of us only really know Alex from the track. So that's kind of what I want to do, is I want to introduce these drivers as far as more than just the driver, and get their name out there. You never know. Maybe you get seen by somebody because that video or whatever gets caught in their algorithm. It's weird how things work. So, with that being said, I want to say thank you to all that have subscribed, liked, and shared the stuff. I hope you've enjoyed the videos that I've put out. I'm still learning. And as time goes on, I will get better with it. I'll get better with the shots. I'll get better with the video and the timing and stuff and all that. But right now, it's kind of a learning game. So if you got any drivers out there that would like to set up a day for me to come out and spend a couple hours or so with you, get to know you, some kart talk, all that good stuff, hit me up. We'll set something up. Until then, everybody have a great day. Be safe out there. And trick or treat. Happy Halloween, everybody.